Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time!
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic. I win this, so you hear those horns, you finish. And I stay under you fighting, plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid, I'm harder than nails. Plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid, your boy hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan. Lay your ass down for the 3 second tan. Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
It's gon' be what it's gon' be. 5 pounds of courage, bloody face, 10 pants with a gold tee. It's a war dance, a victory step. A boss stance is a gift, and you insist it's my rep. John Cena trademark, y'all are so and talk about the bread you make, but don't know the recipe for dough.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode, 3 in a row, of Thirsty Thursday. Let's go. How is everybody doing tonight? Honestly, since we did the chill PC building stream on Sunday night, just a few short 4 days ago, kind of feeling the chill vibes, honestly. Like, I liked it. Who was here? Type a 1 in the chat if you were here for the chill PC building live stream on Sunday. I'm kind of feeling it. But we got a lot of first-time chatters popping off in the chat. So welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be building. If you've been following along on this Thirsty Thursday Season 3 adventure, this might not be super exciting, but we're going to build another Icebreaker gaming PC. Now, I didn't mean to start off Thirsty Thursday Season 3 building the same PC over and over again, but in reality, this is only the second Icebreaker that we're going to attempt to build here, because it took us 2 streams to successfully build one Icebreaker, and now we're going to build another one. But hopefully, this is our first ever one and done, start to actually, I forgot a part. So other than the one small part, don't worry about that. This is gonna be a successful start to finish Icebreaker build. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. I forgot the fan splitter in the previous episode of Thirsty Thursday. I did not install the front fan inside the case, because the case that we're using today, the Deepcool CH370, I think it's called, it does not it's listed right there. Yeah, the CH370. It does not come with any front fans, and we just install our own separate front fan, but the motherboards we use, they don't have enough fan headers on there, so we have to include a splitter. That I could have sworn I put in my bag, and it's not here, but other than that, we're ready to rock and roll. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for being here. I missed some fitty-bitties. We got Skillzor in the chat. With the fitty-bitties, he says, let me in the committee, por favor. You're not allowed in. That's all you got to do. Andy Kane with the Twitch Prime sub. Come back. Oh, 12 months. Let's go. You get the full color ZTT badge. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Painful with the fitty-bitties says, oops, malfunction. What are you serving in the lounge tonight? Any specials? This is what we're serving. Here we go. So this is, let me pour this out. Hold on. Before we spill all over the place. This is a beer that I've had before, and I actually really like it. It's from New Trail Brewing. It is called Broken Heels, a hazy IPA. And so far, I'm tasting the hazy IPA-ness out of it. So, you know, I have a very specific palate when it comes to drinking beer, and I know how to describe everything. It's also 7%, and this is a big boy, a 16-ouncer. It's really, really good, actually. This is what it's looking like. Inside the next up Super Bowl champ cup right there. There we go. Boom. Actually looks beautiful. Let's go. Boom. We got the preseason on. Hopefully you guys saw. If anybody is into fantasy football, we just sent out the starting information for the ZTT Fantasy Football League. This is going to be our 4th year in a row, which is pretty crazy, honestly. But our 4th year in a row for a ZTT Community Fantasy Football League. I see some chatter about having 2 leagues this year because we have a lot of people interested. We're going to do a $25 buy-in this year. And every year it's been super competitive, but this year it's probably going to be more competitive because it's more expensive. More money, more competitiveness. That's just how it rolls. That's just how it goes. But yeah, super looking forward to that. Can you make a permanent $500 build? I don't know what permanent means. That's a cup, not a bowl. Did I say bowl? No, I didn't say bowl. Did I say bowl? No, I'm pretty sure I said... What? I'm confused. What kind of under $60 mouse do you recommend? I really like the Cooler Master MM711. That one's like $40. It's one of those ultralight honeycomb style of mice. I'm really, really digging that one. And I also like the one that's literally right over here, actually. This is the Logitech G305. I made a video featuring this mouse, and like just in one of my budget setup guides, this is like a $35 mouse or so. I didn't really think anything of it. Like when I was reviewing it, I said I really liked it, but I didn't know that this mouse was actually super popular. And in there were so many comments of people like representing the G305. I really, really like this one. And in the video, I specifically said because the accuracy, especially for a budget wireless mouse, like it can get a little janky sometimes with a budget wireless mouse with some of them. But this sensor is like really dialed in, super on point. I really like it. Those would probably be my 2 recommendations for budget mice, for sure. That's my favorite mouse. I own like 3 of them. Why do you have 3 of them? Actually, that makes sense. I have 3 of these. These are the Razer Naga Pro. I have 3 of the Naga series, not exactly this one, but this can allow for, okay, this isn't a mic stream. We're going to be building a PC in just a minute here. But this is my daily driver mouse. This has always been, the Naga series has always been my favorite because you can swap out this 2-button panel, right like that. And for like an MMO game, you have a 12-button mouse, and it also comes with a 6-button one as well, but I never used that. But I have the OG one that was just this, like from a decade ago. And then they came out with a pro version like 5 years ago. And then just a couple years ago, they came out with this one, which is the wireless version of it all. So I really like this one. I actually have it on the 2-button mode right now because I've been playing some serious Call of Duty lately. And I don't need 12 buttons for Call of Duty. Yeah, there we go. What headset do you have? Why are we talking? Oh my God. What? This is just the Zach's Peripheral Review Thursday. This is the Corsair HS80. Also my favorite headset. I only use my favorites. Mark says you have one and you don't like it, but I'm a palm gripper. Yeah, this is definitely not a palm gripper type of mouse. I actually thought it looked weird. Oops, my bad. Nobody's in the Fitty Bitty committee yet. Or nobody knew. Yeah, I actually thought this looked really weird on camera because it's actually super small. Like, it doesn't feel small, I guess, whenever I'm using it. But yeah, a palm gripper, like, those are the people that, like, hug their mouse, I think. Yeah, that won't work. No, sir, that won't work. That makes sense. Drink review. Do we have some drinks posted in the general chat? If you guys are new here, head on over to the ! Discord server, and I want to see what you're sipping on before we start. Oh, I see some photos already. Let's go. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're drinking booze, preferred, but you don't have to. If you're drinking some OJ, maybe some, maybe a kombucha, or maybe some green tea because you're feeling sick, possibly. Who knows? Whatever you're sipping on, post an aesthetic AF photo. And no, get the steroids out of here. Nobody's sipping on steroids. Stop. Only serious photos, only serious drink photos in there, por favor. We'll review those in just a minute. Yeah, I want to see some more drink photos. I have the Logitech G435 headset in Steel Series. I don't know what either of those things are. Sorry. I'm drinking lemonade. I don't have access to the Discord. I got you. Look, it's ! Discord. Everyone has access unless if you get banned. Today I banned somebody. It's been a while since I banned somebody, but they caught me at the wrong time. I was a little stressed. Zach, are the BenQ Zowie monitors still good for competitive FPS gaming? What I would highly recommend you do, that's actually very weird that you asked that, is Optimum Tech, the YouTuber, the PC building YouTuber, he just released a video today about 1080p versus 1440p gaming monitors. And like his video was like about the fastest 1080p versus the fastest 1440p. He had two 360 hertz monitors in there. And I almost didn't watch it because like I don't really care about 360 hertz monitors. But like it was a surprise full of information. Like that video completely broke down in like a very quick 8 minutes or so. Like everything you need to know as a first-time PC gamer about different monitor options. And one of them was the Zowie. That's the point I'm trying to make here. But like, it was so surprising because like I didn't expect that part of the video. But like he fully explained like the difference between 144 hertz, 244, 360, his thoughts on 1080p versus 1440p. Like a lot of like the basic monitor stuff that like all the new PC gamers are always asking. He broke it all down in like 8 minutes. It was a really, really good video. And I already wrote a react video to it for one of our YouTube shorts just because it was so good. Like I wanna get that information out there as fast as possible and reference it back. I'll be talking about that video for a while. But he did like I always like Optimum Tech's point of view for things because he is like a PC builder, like normal like person like us, but he is also at the same time like he takes his gaming a little bit more seriously. So like I trust him when he talks about peripherals and monitors and whatnot, and like I really like when he talks about technology that's related to esports, like NVIDIA's zero latency, like how just upscaling and all that kind of affects the competitive gaming world. I really like his point of view on that. So yeah, definitely check out that video for monitor stuff, or that monitor stuff. Yeah, and yeah, Mark says his ITX builds are amazing. He's also just pretty much known as being the ITX Guad. So yeah, those for sure as well. Get some good deals on used if you know what you're doing. Welcome first-time chatters, Pro Sauce, Jay, Taze. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. We're going to start building here in just a second. Yeah, we actually just got mega scam. Actually, last story. We got somewhat scammed this week, and it completely delayed our YouTube projects, like production schedule, which is not good because I'm about to go on vacation. We're not doing Thirsty Thursday next week. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, we're going to the beach next week, and we're trying to get all of the YouTube production stuff done before I go, obviously. And one of the things we really needed was some type of white B450M motherboard, and I found a really good deal on what was listed as a Steel Legend B450M motherboard. The pictures showed stock photos of the B450M, and in the description it was B450M. I took a gamble though, because it is always a gamble when somebody uses stock photos, but everything else looked legit. Like their profile picture looked legit, their sell history, their reviews and everything looked legit except for the stock photos. So I took the gamble, and the gamble did not pay off because this woman sent me just a normal B450 motherboard, and obviously that's not going to work in the micro ATX case that we had. So the funny thing and the ironic thing is I just did a full post of that, like talking about that process over on Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. And I didn't even notice it, like, because I didn't even look inside the motherboard. I noticed when Brian took the photos and we uploaded them that some of the pins are bent as well. So, like, I was going to hang on to the motherboard anyway because I was like, well, it's still a good deal on a B450 motherboard, but it's just not the one we needed. But now in the photo, I saw the bent pins and I'm like, oh my God. Now I definitely have to do a return. So, yeah, buy used hardware at your own risk. Make sure you do your due diligence. And if you have any sort of instinct that it's not going to be a good deal, like stock photos for one, don't buy it. Painful the 10-bit, he says, I have a G903, G502, G703, all wireless. I just need to try the G Pro now. Man, I'm so torn on that. So, I don't know. How many people here know about the whole Logitech G Pro ultralight story that, like, we were talking about in a couple videos like a couple months ago? Let me know how many people are actually watching this video that know that. So we bought Sam. Sam requested, Sam's our benchmarker at the studio and configures the PCs. We bought Sam one of those Logitech G Pro ultralight, superlight, something. It's like a $150 mouse. And we bought it just for his benchmarks. And because I also, aside from benchmarking, I need him to record like high octane headshot 360 no scope clips for the YouTube videos. And so this is what he requested, and you know, I'm gonna let the employees like have what they want. Like if that's gonna help optimize their workflows, that's what I'm gonna buy them. And I bought it, and the more I use it, like I occasionally use it at work, not a lot, but I occasionally use it and it's like, oh my God, I love this mouse. I get it. It makes sense. Like if you have, I've handled a ton of ultralight gaming mice, but never like a high-end one because it's usually for budget setup guides. This ultralight G Pro wireless is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's like less than light. And like the way it just moves around the mouse pad is just like you can tell without even looking at the cursor on your screen, like just how nice and smooth it is. It's wild. I've never felt a mouse like that before. So thinking about buying one for myself. Painful. Oh, nope. Painful. That's the same message. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Sakita with the 10, but he says, I remember. That's Sam, by the way. Jackson with the, first month Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the exclusive. Make sure you head on over to the Exclamation Point Discord server. Do the link thing. Link your Twitch and your Discord account. And that way you get exclusive access in the Discord server. Oh, and same thing to Marshall. Oh boy, I can't see it. Marshall something. With the other Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Zach, Asus GPU or MSI GPU? Remember, it's never about the brand, even for GPUs. I know we say this about power supplies all the time, but for GPUs as well, any product, it's not only about the RAM, or I'm sorry, the brand, it's also about the model. So Asus has some really good graphics cards, and they have some bad ones. Same with MSI. So just focus on the specific model that you're buying, not just the brand. We don't need any brand loyalty over here. Okay, real quick, let's go over to the Exclamation Point Discord server and see what everyone is sipping on. We got just a water today, albeit in a super clean Thirsty Thursday glass. Oh, and a VTech baby monitor there. We know all too well about that. Very nice. Also, some gaming action going on here. So, yeah, this is a very, very familiar look for me. Fire Medic with the fitty bit. He says, renewing my committee. There you go. And we're also checking out your drink at the same time. I don't know if he timed that on purpose. But, yeah, I'm very familiar with, like, literally everything that's going on in this picture. You love to see it. We got my wife over here drinking a kombucha. Go figure. We just found out that kombuchas have caffeine, so be careful before you drink that at night. We have I'm definitely not watching a video while live on YouTube, sorry. But I do see some Propel there. Mark says a tired doggy with a Sprite. Are you both watching Thirsty Thursday or just the dog? Please let me know. Very interested in that. This does not look like, that looks like a stock photo. Again, no stock photos. I'm having an issue with stock photos this week. We got a body armor light blueberry pomegranate. Okay. That's pretty nice. We got a W drink sprinkling water. The sparkling ices are very nice. You should probably just stick with one though. Here we got a super aesthetic, per usual, Thirsty Thursday glass with a very dope photography setup there. Also got some manga down here. Sword Art Online. Shout out to Sword Art Online, getting some free advertisement over there. Some mocha cold coffee. Ooh, that looks good. That looks real good. What time is it over there? I don't know what this is. Water? This looks like water with a spoon. Might be a tea. Is that it? All right, so some people are sipping. Some apple juice there. Okay, there we go. Nice setup. That is a very tiny monitor though, but it'll work as a second screen. That's fine. And of course we got some Timmies. Gotta love the Timmies. This is also a stock photo. We don't like the stock photos here. Get out. All right, there we go. Bola Blue 100 Biddy says, sipping on some Coors Light. Glad football is back. I'd like to join the committee. You can join the committee, good sir, with the double Fitty Bitty entry committee. Yeah, we got Houston Texans and the New England Patriots up here. Third quarter, Houston's up 13-3. Our second preseason game of the season. Tomorrow night, we got Steelers, 7 p.m. going against the Bucks. Steelers are playing the Bucks tomorrow. Sean Vines over on YouTube with the $5 super chat says, love your content. I want a keyboard mouse switch between 4 systems that can switch in 1 second or less. Is there anything you... That is so weird that you said that too. I just did a consulting order where like people pay me to build them PC part picker list, and they ask for a KVM. It's called a KVM. That's the search term that you'll want to use is KVM, not that. But yeah, search for KVM on, like, I think the best terms are going to be like HDMI KVM. I think on Amazon, that'll give you enough what you're looking for. But unfortunately, thank you for your $5 super chat. But unfortunately, I have zero experience with testing different KVMs. And that's what I told the person I was consulting for as well. I went on Amazon and was like looking at some different options, but a 4-system KVM, a good one, it's going to be expensive. Like KVMs are, like the good KVMs are not cheap at all. So definitely do your due diligence when researching. Look for reviews and really pay attention to what they're capable of as far as outputs go or inputs go. So like the monitor refresh rate and the resolution and whatnot, because a lot of KVMs, they'll like try to cheap out and not get the highest standards of HDMI ports or display ports or whatever you go with. So definitely do your due diligence when you're researching, but unfortunately, I'm very sorry. I don't know any specific model off the top of my head. Check Level 1 Tech for KVMs. That's a good, do they make videos about it? Level1tech.store. Oh, do they sell them? Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, check out Level 1 Techs for sure. I just met Wendell at LTX 2 weeks ago. He had no idea who I was. I think he was the only person that I went up. Oh, no, Jay I also introduced myself to. But yeah, Wendell definitely had no idea who I was. I'm pretty sure Jay knew who I was. Wendell builds them? Oh, that's awesome. I need the details of that. Hold on, let me check this out, and then we'll start building, I promise. My keyboard's been done. Oh, the battery's dead. That's not good. Level 1 Techs KVM. Let me check this out. Dual monitor, triple monitor. Does he have a 4-port one? Oh, well, I just want to check this out. He builds these? DisplayPort KVM. Look, this thing is $49. I'm telling you, these things are expensive. A proper KVM is expensive. They do make a lot of cheap ones, but the cheap ones are usually cheap for a reason. Because out in the IT world, we had to buy a lot of KVMs, but they were like workstation, like not like super fancy, but just like buying one from a normal, not off-brand was always expensive. It was shocking. That's pretty wild. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's only for 2 systems, though. I saw his He had a 3-port over here. Oh, never mind. This isn't a 3 system. This is just triple monitor for $650. Oh my goodness. Yeah, best of luck if you actually need a proper KVM. They're expensive. Faithful Tempity says, Linus has Wendell's KVM at his house and he did a video on it. Got it. Also with the Tempity said, the only interaction I had with Jay the whole weekend was showing him how to work an elevator. Yeah. To be fair, that elevator system was pretty advanced. And I did go down the elevator with Jay as well. But that was after I introduced myself, so it wasn't weird. Although he was with his family. Oh, Joe with the Twitch Prime sub. First month. Thank you very much. Make sure you link that Discord account and the Twitch account. Fireman. Oh, nope. I already got that one. We're good to go. I think we're caught up. There are cost-effective ones on Amazon for like 40 to 50 bucks. Don't ever buy a cheap KVM. Yeah, they're going to be bad. They're cheap for a reason. Do you watch Gravity Falls? Nope, I don't know what that is. He's appeared in a couple of Gamers Nexus videos, including one with the server. Of course, he was in the video with the server. Yeah, I really like Wendell. Posture check. I got it. Dude, I'm good. I'm up here. I got you. Yeah, Wendell appears on some of the like home lab and home server type content that I personally watch. And yeah, he's like the nationwide expert when it comes to all home server and that type of stuff. Okay, all right, let's start building. So like I said, this is the Icebreaker. We sell this on zttbuilds.com. You can type in ! website or something like that. And we've been selling a good amount of these. So we're just going to, I'm helping out Sam and Jake. We had a new employee start this week, so we now have 2 PC builders coming in hot, trying to dish out builds for you guys. But I'm going to be PC builder numero tres because we need all the help we can get because our backlog is still not minimizing at all when it comes to sending out the orders. So if anybody in here happened to buy one, sorry for the delay in shipping. All right, first up, we got the Deep Cool CH370 here. You can buy this for, it's like $69, ironically enough, on Newegg or so. It's obviously a micro ATX, really super clean. Like some people don't like this front panel, but I think it's pretty cool. You can also like push up or down on it or something to change the grill design a little bit. But yeah, pretty minimal, no hole in the basement, and it gets the job done. I think it looks pretty cool, especially for like a budget white system. And we'll go over the rest of the parts real quickly. For the CPU, we have Intel i3 12100F, one of my personal favorite budget CPU options if you want to buy brand new. These go on sale for $85. Sometimes they creep up to like $90 or so, but that is really, really good value for an $85 brand new CPU. The motherboard we're plugging into is a cost-effective option. This is the MSI Pro H610M-G, the DDR4 version. Again, this is our cheapest gaming PC available. So in order to properly deliver great 1080p gaming results at a budget price, the motherboard is usually a place where you save the money. This is not a motherboard that has future-proofing, future overclocking in mind or anything like that. This is just a motherboard that gets the job done. For the RAM, we have this Glowway kit. I love this kit. I bought a ton of these on Amazon Prime Day. 2x8GB, clocked at 3200 megahertz. Picked up like 25 kits of these for $32 or so. That was a great deal, but unfortunately we're already all out of them. For the SSD, we got a silicone power. This is the A60, I think it's called. A half a terabyte model. This is the only gaming PC that we sell half a terabyte still. We're probably going to upgrade to 1 terabyte in the near future, but for our absolute cheapest build, we're cutting costs as many places as possible. So 500 gigabytes. It is cooling our 12100F. We have the Thermalright Assassin X 120 SE white, and I love this cooler. I've probably bought, oh jeez, I shouldn't have said that. Let me think. I've probably bought this 100 times already. I would assume over the last year or so. I buy these all the time. They cost like $19 or $20. It's always the cheapest, readily available, cleanest white ARGB cooler. I love this thing. A lot of PC flippers use this one for sure. What else we got here? For the power supply, we have the Apivia Prestige 80 Plus Gold 600 watt unit. Now, again, it's not about the brand. Every brand is capable of building good components and bad components. It doesn't mean that every part from the brand is bad. This is currently a Tier C rated power supply, and it is the best available and has been for like a long time, 4 to 5 months now, I want to say. It's the best budget-friendly Tier C model available, and we're definitely on our website not selling anything below Tier C. So this is the one that we've been buying. We've sold to a lot of customers, 0 issues, and more importantly than any of that is it's Tier C. So the experts say it's good to go for the budget build. So I trust them more than I trust anybody who's just like, PVS sucks. So there you have it. For the graphics card, this is where we're getting our bang for our buck here. We got the XFX Swift 210 RX 6600. This is a dominant budget 1080p graphics card if you're looking to buy brand new. If you are following this along at home, these costs retail about $210. They were creeping up there for a little bit, but I've seen them stabilize back down to around $200 or so, which has been nice. And then finally, our last component is some cable extensions for our Prestige power supply. We just got some easy DIY weight extensions. The only reason I've been buying easy DIY lately is because they're $2 cheaper than Asia Horse. And if I was buying for a personal build, I would spend the extra money on Asia Horse. But for all of the restock builds that we sell, saving $2 per build adds up. So that's why we go with that one. And then also, I was mentioning this earlier, but we have one black 120mm fan that we put in the front of the case just to get a proper balance of airflow because our case only comes with a rear exhaust. I've been buying these Antec 120s. They cost like, it's kind of expensive. It's like $4 or $5 per fan, which isn't great, but just straight up PWM, nothing proprietary or anything. And yeah, it looks good. It's got the rubber pads on it too, so yeah, we're gonna start building. That's our Icebreaker gaming PC. We sell it on zttbuilds.com, and you can type in, what is it? Website, exclamation point website, there you go. Jan with the 100 biddy says, don't want to make you cringe. That's not good. Let me take a beer before I read the rest of that. Oh, and now it's scrolled down. That's super cringe. But I'm running a 15-year-old... Okay, I thought this was going to go somewhere else. A 15-year-old AMD X4 9650 with 8 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM and a GTX 560. Yikes. Is that like by choice? Because that's pretty intense. When I first started doing my channel, I would do a couple DDR2 builds, and at that point, it was like kind of acceptable. Like if you're like really cutting costs there, but like that was a while ago, man. DDR2 system. What operating system are you running? That's what I want to know. That's the follow-up question. What operating system are you running with that? But either way, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Oh, you said that twice. Wait. Yeah, you said that twice. You said that with the 10 biddies as well. Thank you very much. Painful with the other 10 biddies says, oh, nope, I already read that one. Not more if with first time chat says, how does the 12100F compare to the 3600? The 12100F is significantly faster. So like, as far as how does it compare to like what I would recommend, like on paper, the 12100F is going to beat the 3600 in gaming, but the 3600 you can way more easily buy at a good deal on the used market. So the 3600 has been going for like 50 to 60 bucks on places like eBay, and like that's not difficult to achieve. So if you're debating about if you should spend 50 or 60 bucks on a 3600 versus a $85 12100F, that's a serious debate. So it all depends on, do you want to like save as much money as possible and you're comfortable with buying used parts? I would actually probably recommend the 3600. But if you're trying to put together a brand new but budget PC, 12100F is like probably the #1 pick, right? For any build under like, yeah, whatever you probably consider budget build, 12100F is, I mean, you can make a case for 13100F, but JT's with 10, but he says, let me know you really need another PC builder. I'm out of PA as well. We might, man. We'll see. Send me a DM. Send me a DM, man. I thought the 3600 has a bug that won't be patched until the end of the year. It does. Most Ryzen CPUs are going to fall under that. It's not a bug. Well, I guess you could call it a bug, but it's a vulnerability that is affecting most Ryzen CPUs right now. And it is something that most people on the planet are probably not going to experience. But it's just like the Intel vulnerabilities that they had like 2 years ago or so. Like, it's not going to affect most people. It's like a micro diode level type of vulnerability that, like, if somebody gains, like nobody that's watching this Twitch, this stream is probably going to be affected by it. But there is a chance that somebody could maliciously take over your computer by getting into the CPU code and whatnot. Zenbleed, yeah. I would not. I personally would not factor in Zenbleed into your purchasing decision right now. Now, the one thing we could see, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've seen it yet. But the one thing we could see is, just like we did with Intel a couple years ago when they had their vulnerabilities, there could be a temporary patch before AMD comes out with their fix where, like, you disable parts of their CPU in order to combat that vulnerability, but at the cost of sacrificing performance. So there was like I don't remember the details of it, but there was a very weird point in time where when Intel had their vulnerabilities, people would post benchmarks with and without the fix, just to show that, like, hey, if you wanted to follow this YouTube build guide video, if you care about security, then you're going to get 5 FPS lower than if you don't care about security. So, like, I don't think Zenbleed is going to affect us any more than that. But, I mean, who knows? Who knows? We shall see. But I don't think you should have Zenbleed affect your purchasing decisions. I don't think so. Did I get that right? Everyone that was there for that, did I get that right? Hey, Zach, glad to be on your turf. Welcome to my turf, man. Welcome to my tech turf. And tech talk. That was a lot of tech talking before we started building, man. Peripheral talk and all that. That was a lot. Zach, you should use the DIY PC Q3. There was a... I'm not going to look it up. We got to start building. I used DIY PC Q3 case like 3 videos in a row. So maybe you were on vacation that month. But I... just... If you scroll down the thumbnails, you'll find like 3 or 4 videos like all in a row where I was using the DIY PC Q3. That case is a dominant meta option. If it's still in stock, I actually haven't looked at it since a few weeks now. But yeah, like that's a very meta option for sure. I really, really like that case. We're also going to try not to bleed during today's build, unlike the last Thirsty Thursday. Could you tell me if you know anything about a Vega Frontier Edition? Oh, is that the blue one? I forget. Oh, I can't remember. So no, I don't think I can tell you anything. Is that the blue one? Am I remembering that correctly? Either way, I don't know, but the Q3 is amazing, and yes, it's still in stock at $61. Yeah, like if it wasn't for it being the DIY PC brand, like we would probably have it as a build on our website. There's nothing. Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with DIY PC. I really like their budget builds, but like they've created so many banger PC or cases over the years, but they just like disappear out of nowhere. So like for our restock builds, it's like every part that we select, no matter what component category it is, I have to select parts that I have faith won't go out of stock. And I don't really have faith in any DIY PC case. Otherwise, like, I would be real tempted to even switch over the Icebreaker. I like the Q3 better than this one. It's just, I just don't know how long it would last. And there is a debate, like, we could just, like, you know, make it a limited run, maybe go out of stock once the case or whatever component we're relying on goes out of stock. But it's just, it's a little risky. 137 LMAO with the 100, I don't know what currency that is. 100, we're gonna have to look that up because I've never even seen that before. 100, wait, 100 MX. What's a 100 MX? I'm so sorry. Huh? Oh, it's a peso. Wait, hold on. Huh? 100 Mexican pesos. $5 or $5.85 USD. Okay, now I'm tracking. Sorry, I've never seen MX before. Is that bad? Jeez. Okay, anyway, more important than any of that. Hey Zach, love your channel, and you inspired me to start PC flipping. It's been going great so far, although the market share here for PCs isn't the market here for PCs isn't the best. Also, can you check out my Thirsty Thursday pick? Of course. I'm glad to hear that, man. That's awesome. There you are. 173. Yeah, that's you. Boom. I got you. Ooh. Not a big fan of the... What? The light blue monster. Is that the low sugar monster? I like the PC. That's super clean. That looks awesome. You got the Unifans in there. That looks great. However, more important than that is the light blue monster is the low sugar monster. And that's... Put the camera on me. This is important. That's the monster that came out before the zero branding revolution happened. Like, things would be low sugar. Like, before, like, there was a point in time not too long ago where nothing was zero. Now everything is zero. Like, I literally just bought Starbucks creamer. It's Starbucks creamer zero. Now, everything's zero. But, like, that's old. Who buys that? I didn't even know they were selling that anymore. Anyway, thank you for your 100 Mexican pesos. Much appreciated. And I'm glad to hear that you're PC flipping. That's awesome, man. Zach gets donated 100 Mexican pesos and starts roasting the drink choice. Oh, hey, I give everyone a fair shot over here. If you're drinking like a super outdated drink, you're going to hear about it. Watching you from the Dominican Republic? Nice. Zach, what do you think about the Ryzen 5 1600 and the Asus Dual GTX 1060 6GB white? Pretty sure I built with that combo like at least 3 times. Yeah, I really like it. If you're thinking about copying that, I would try to get the AF version if you can. Not a huge deal if you can't, but try to get the AF version. And then for that Asus Dual GTX 1060, just don't overpay for it, because I haven't made a video where the current price that we're living in today is reflected in a video. So like the last time I used an Asus Dual GTX 1060, I probably said something like, oh yeah, I got it at $150 and it was a great price, or something ridiculous like that. Which is the problem with outdated GPU or outdated PC building guide videos. But so for the Asus Dual, I think right now a 1060 6GB you can get for like, the Asus Dual is going to be harder to get because it's white and it's going to be more expensive. I'm pretty sure you can get it for like $80, maybe 70, 80. Is that right? You got any fact checkers in the chat right now? Pretty sure it's like 70, $80. I think that's a good price for it, because again, you're going to pay extra for the all white model. Jam with another 10 bit. He says, do the RAM install ASMR? Oh, it's way too late for that, man. Way too late. I'm sorry. Here, I'll try to give it to you real quick. Hold on. I'll do one. I got you. I got one. Here. Get real close to it. Oh, you gotta avoid the bald spot, though. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. My AC just turned off at the perfect time. Wow. How was that? I think that hit the money right there. That was pretty good. That was actually literally my very first ASMR anything. But I got you. I'll do anything for 10 biddies. Not anything. Pay with another 10 biddies says, speaking of Mexican pesos, When is the ZTT Mods Mexico trip happening? Ooh. It's not a bad idea. I do have 100 Mexican pesos. I'm making progress over here. Sean with the Fitty Bitty says, I know I'm late AF, but I scored 3 goals, had 5 assists, and my team won. Wait a second. Am I having a stroke or did I read that wrong? I scored... Wait, what the... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I scored 3 goals. You had 5 assists. And your team won 2-1. Hold on. If you had... That's 8. Huh? Oh, my team went... okay, so it was a stroke. Okay, thank you. I did have a stroke halfway through there. Got it. Your team went 2-1. I thought you said you were winning 2-1. Something ain't adding up here at all. We're good. XP, welcome to the chat. Mathing is hard. No, my math was correct. It was my reading that was incorrect. My math is on point, man. You ain't getting by me, okay? You need at least 8 goals. Did you shoot in your own goal? That could have been it, too. Yeah, 2-1. 2-1. Where's Zach's build specs again? This is the build we're building. I don't know if you're talking about that. This is the icebreaker that we're at least trying to build right now. My PC specs back there are a 12700K, 64 gigs of RAM, I think, and an RTX 3080 FE. The story was flawed. Yeah, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. Thank you. Time for the M.2, I guess. Yeah, we're moving on. Brain is still on soccer mode. Can't communicate. No, I mean, I think you communicate just fine. 3 goals, have 5 assists, and my soccer team went 2-1. No, that makes complete sense. That was the beer right here. Will you release more pre-builds on your website? If you type in !website, we have all 4 builds in stock available right now. If you're talking about our monthly drops, our next drop will be September 1st. We will probably only have 4 or 5. I don't know, Sam, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we're only going to have like 4 or 5 builds for that. This song is not hitting for me at all. Imagine the entire PC build becomes ASMR. Nah, that's not my style. That's not my style. I actually don't know what the... Like, I don't think I have the... I definitely don't have the appreciation. But I don't have, like, the gene or... Like, I don't appreciate the category of ASMR at all. So, I wouldn't even, like, entertain... I know when, like, ASMR was, like, blowing up on Twitch and whatnot, a lot of creators, no matter what they were doing, were getting into ASMR stuff. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Fade Away says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how hard is it to build your first PC? That's an impossible question to answer. I mean, there's so many factors. What's a 10? Is a 10 like adding, like basic math, like we just went through, or is a 10 like calculus, or like benching 315? Like I just have no idea what the scale is. I can't answer that. I'm sorry, that's too difficult of a question. Sam with the Tempity says, barring any more stock photo motherboards, we should have like 5 or 6 builds. Okay, got it. Yeah, we still don't know if we're gonna get a good motherboard. Jay with Tempity says, just posted for Thirsty Thursday. Check out. Also shot you a DM on IG. I already... Oh, no, I didn't check yours. Okay. Sorry, I got you confused. All right, let's install this SSD real quick. All right, we're going to check out one more drink photo since you people are late AF. All right, what's Jay sipping on? Here we go. Best one yet. Jay's sipping on some Kool-Aid. That's gross. Dude, Kool-Aids are gross, man. Have you had a Kool-Aid? Like there was like a decade gap, or more than that, probably 15 years of a gap from me having my last Kool-Aid as a kid till having a Kool-Aid since my toddlers occasionally have a Kool-Aid. Like, they're gross, man. It's like pure, like, dark, deep, like like the flavor is like too much. It's like not watered down at all. It's like just like straight sugar. It doesn't even taste good. Not a fan. I am digging the PC back there. That looks pretty nice. We also got Hardware checking in. Says better late than never. That's a pretty aesthetic PC, photo, light, and drink. That's got the whole aesthetic package. Looking pretty solid right there. Yeah, have you guys had a Kool-Aid? They're really bad. Like, they're actually bad. As a kid, they were great, but they're actually bad now. People with the 10 says, I also do not care about ASMR at all. Yeah, not a fan. Kool-Aid is disgusting. It tastes like sugary plastic. Roasting the chat. I'm not roasting the chat, I'm just roasting people's drinks. Bro, you're one of my favorite YouTubers. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. All right, let's build this CPU cooler, shall we? All right, again, this is the Assassin X120. I really like this. We use this all the time. I shouldn't say we. Sam uses this all the time. I actually don't build with it a ton. Most of the builds have come up as Sam's... as a Sam build, but yeah, we're gonna build this today. See if I remember how to do this. Do I remember how to do this? We literally just did this 2 weeks ago. Okay, it does not come with thermal paste. You need a white fan here. How do you know what plastic tastes like? You never held something plastic with your mouth? Yeah, I mean, plastic's something that, like, we all know. I mean, I don't really think plastic has a taste. But, like, yeah, I mean, everyone's had plastic at some point. People with Deputy says, let's not take poorly solicited advice on cooler. Oh, wow. Just when I thought we moved on. He says, let's not take poorly solicited advice on cooler mounting today, please. Is Warman here by chance? I forgot. I actually completely forgot about it. I want to say, what did we use last time? The blue? Yeah, we used the blue. How's that gonna work? I do remember using the blue now. How do I open this? It ain't gonna work. Jam with the 11-bitties says, but since you missed it earlier, my PC is running. What did I miss? What do you mean? Now I'm confused. What did I miss? He's not here? Good. How much is this PC? We sell it for, I think right now we have it at $825. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you build it yourself, you know, realistically, let's be transparent here. Actually, let me tell you. Pull it up on my phone. I'm just gonna be straight up honest, okay? Because we make money on our PC builds, and I like keeping it real with you guys. Okay. For this PC that I'm building right now today, this is for this person. The parts cost me $611. We are selling it for $849. 611, $849. So as a $600 build, like, because most of the people that are following, most of the people that are watching Thirsty Thursday are definitely like PC flippers or PC builders, PC enthusiasts and whatnot. For $611, like, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good PC, especially being brand new. Yeah, no, we didn't buy anything used. No, all of our restock builds are always new. What's up, 5 Best? Best you? Welcome to the chat, man. All right, let's get this. Where's my camera at? Let's get this backlight going. Looks good. Andy can't gift now. Tier 1 gifted sub to Monkey. Thank you very much for the first gifted sub of the night. Let's go. Much appreciated. Getting somebody else in the exclusives. Again, link that Discord and that Twitch account. That way you get the actual benefits of being in the exclusive section of our Discord server. Thank you very much, Andy. That's awesome. Micro Center here got 6650 XTs for a steal. I'm going to pick up one for my next build tomorrow. Very nice. Okay. Put these in here. Look, this is going to be like the first CPU cooler on Thirsty Thursday where I don't need the instructions in quite some time. Although, I'm not above instructions. I do like my instructions. On which site do you buy your parts? We buy from everywhere, man. We buy wherever the deals are. I wonder how many tubes of thermal paste Micro Center has. I just made a video today about somebody. Oh my god. I just made a YouTube short about it. You guys will see it probably next week. Somebody commented on one of my videos saying that I should add thermal paste to my total build price for all of my videos. That's basically what the video says. Sure. I'll break down the cost of thermal paste into how many PCs I get out per tube. Not to mention, most CPU coolers come with thermal paste these days. It's so ridiculous. Oh, wait, that's not right. I need this to be another slap. That's a joke. No, he was being dead serious. Sometimes you can just tell. What games do you play? I go through phases, man. I'm not loyal to like literally any game. Right now, oh my god, what am I doing? Right now, I am in I don't even know what phase I'm in right now. I'm kind of all over the place right now, honestly. I'm in a big Steam Deck phase right now. So I'm trying to play games that like vibe well on the Steam Deck. And right now I'm playing the Spider-Man remaster game. Like, I'm not a big single player story driven type of game, but I'm kind of in a phase right now where like I want the accomplishment of like completing a game. So I'm playing Spider-Man right now and it runs really well on the deck and it's pretty cool. I'm also playing some Forza because that also runs well on the deck. And there's one more. What's the other game I'm playing? Oh, Call of Duty. Call of Duty. That I'm playing on my PC. I've been playing some Modern Warfare. Just multiplayer. Those three games those are my go-tos right now, but like I am not loyal to any of those. Like by next week, if you ask me, I'm probably not playing any of them, honestly. Cyberpunk runs good on the deck? Yeah. I actually downloaded it for my Steam Deck, but I like if I download more than one story player or single player story driven game, like there's no way I'm going to complete it. So my goal is I'm just going to stick with Spider-Man, leave that as the only game available and just try to complete it. It says I'm 40% through the game, which is honestly pretty far for me. And the only reason I bought Spider-Man is because I knew my 3-year-old Antonio would love it. And he's played it one day now, and he actually did really well. Like, web shooting throughout New York City and taking down the bad guys, he actually did really well. Omnius Medic with Twitch by himself, come back for 14 months. He says, let's go. About to be 15. Let's go. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Sucks that the deck is frame capped. No, the frame cap is like, the whole frame capping system is one of the best things available on the deck. Because you can really balance out like your TDP and battery life by capping it at 40 hertz and then capping your game at 40 FPS. And it's actually super smooth because the frame timing of 30 FPS versus 60 FPS, like 40, the number is closer to 30, but like because of frame timing, it's actually smoothness-wise way closer to 60 than 30. So 40 hertz with 40 FPS feels really, really nice on the Steam Deck. And you're only at 800p, so like at 40 FPS, you can pretty much play any game you want. And that's like the sweet spot for the Steam Deck. And I love that the Steam Deck allows you to, excuse me, to just very easily cap your hertz like from that menu. It's so cool. It was such a good idea. Is that an LTT screwdriver I see? It indeed is. All black one. My daughter's 3. She loves Miles Morales. Nice. Yeah, so Antonio has been in a huge Spider-Man kick, like Spidey and His Amazing Friends. But he has a new show as of like this week. He is now into the new, like, what's it called? Like, Young Jedi. I think it's called the Young Jedi or something. It's like the Spidey version, like the kids show version, but of Star Wars, and he is loving it. We actually we just bought lightsabers today because he's been asking like every single day for one, and we went to Target today, and he's been asking to go to Target for these lightsabers, and we finally bought them, and he is just so happy. Look. This is us at Target like 2 hours ago. We ended up buying a purple and the green one, but he's loving Star Wars right now. Dad doesn't know anything about Star Wars though. Have you peeled the cooler? I did. That's what I was double checking. Thank you for the check though, but I did check. I just threw it in the box. Disney Plus comes in clutch. We have another baby on the way. My girl's 5 months. Nice. Wait, you have a You have a girl on the way and you have a 5-month-old? Oh my god. Do you? Oh my god. Do you really? Your girl is 5 months and you have another baby on the way? Good luck, man. So here's the thing. For the people that don't know what that means you're going to be in what we call, in the parenting world, the 2 under 2 club. Is that right? Are you actually going to be in the 2 under 2 club? Oh. Let me tell you about the mother effing 2 under 2 club. Don't recommend it. Oh my god. The 2 under 2 club was easily the hardest period. Well, other than when my wife went on her 6-month trip.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Yeah, cheers to 2 under 2. The 2 under 2 club is like wild. It is insane. Like, to most people, it just seems like a funny name to call it. But oh my god, when you are responsible for 2 kids that are under 2 years old, it's tough, man. It is legit tough. It is really, really, really challenging. My god. Good luck, man. Congrats. Good luck. That's crazy, man. It's really, really difficult.
Wow.
Yeah. So what the reason why it was difficult for us, and probably to some degree most people, is, when the second one is born, that baby needs mama. Babies, they just need their mama. There's only so many things that dads can do during that newborn phase. That thing is just attached to mama at all times. So when there's a baby attached to mama the whole time, where does the toddler go? The toddler becomes attached to dad. So it's like you're both single parenting.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Yeah, cheers. It's like neither one is really helping each other. It's just 2 instances of single parenting, and it's very, very difficult, especially sleeping. It's very difficult. But the reason why people do it is because we all hope one day that it's going to pay off, because you know, having kids like so close in age. Hopefully at some point they just play with each other. Hopefully they stop screaming and kicking, you know, and just like pushing each other down steps and just all that stuff. Hopefully that stops at some point and they just play, but we can only hope. We can only hope. James Tempity says, no, I have a 3-year-old. My girlfriend is 5 months preggo. Got it. I see some other people saying that they're representing 202 Club, so that wasn't a complete waste of conversation. Happened to me twice. Oh my God. D-Man, what's up, man? How you doing? Happened to me twice. Jeez. Oh, I knew I missed something. There it is. Alien Fiddle with the Twitch Prime sub. First month. Thank you very much. Make sure you link that Twitch and that Discord account. Then we're good to go. Okay, here we go. Our motherboard is fully prepped. I feel like that took a while. Oh my God, 9:41. Okay. We have the CPU, SSD, RAM, and CPU cooler all installed. We are good to go on the motherboard prep. Let's get out our power supply, shall we? Here we go. In case you missed it, this is the Apivia Prestige 80 Plus Gold. It is literally, before you just rag on Apivia, it is literally the most budget-friendly option for a Tier C power supply. Tier C, it is reviewed, it is rated, which is deemed safe for budget builds. It's legit. It's not just bad. Because remember, model is everything, not just the brand. And it has been like this for several months now. So honestly, if you don't know about the Prestige at this point, like, you're kind of just exposing yourself to being new. But anyway, here we go. We're gonna add some cable extensions to this just to make sure it looks nice. What's the budget? We're building our Icebreaker PC right now. We're building this PC on the website. Yeah, no, we don't do the exclamation point build anymore, Omnius. Sorry, that was a thing in season 1 and season 2 of Thirsty Thursday. But here, put the camera on me. To be completely honest, the exclamation point build was like one of the things that like took me so long every single week to put together, like the build list, the affiliate links and all that. So it was one of the things that I decided to cut for this new season of Thirsty Thursday, because, you know, like, since Thirsty Thursday Season 2, since you guys have seen me last, I have, like, honestly, have become considerably more busy. And I need to cut... Look, Mark, here's your CPU cooler plastic thing. I did peel it. I've become considerably more busy. So I need to cut time where I can. And I knew people would be upset, but the exclamation point build thing was actually a big deal for me. So I unfortunately just had to cut that, and like the ROI was not there, so it's okay. People with Tempity says, would you say that the Prestige has built up some prestige? No, not at all. Well, maybe. I shouldn't say that. Maybe. Like with my community, our community here, people that are in the chat, there's probably a fair amount of people that know that the Prestige is actually a good option, or a decent option for budget builds. It's building. It's building the Prestige, but I don't think it's there yet. Sam with the Tempity says, you got any stock in Apivia yet? I should, man. I should. Speaking of which, Sam, while you're here, I don't know if you saw the intro, but I forgot the fan splitter. I know you told me to bring the fan splitter home. I thought, well, I know I brought it home. I just don't know where it is. Like, I'm 100% sure that I put it in my bag at some point. But long story short, I do not have a fan splitter right now. So when this build gets to the office, unfortunately, I'm going to need you to do that part of the build. Otherwise, hopefully, we're going to get it complete. Sorry. My bad. Mark with the Tempity says, just tell me the parts. I'll make the list for you if you want. I mean, I already have it. It's right there. It's literally right there. Thank you. But, like, I really do have it. Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't think people will really care. For whenever we do like the flips and whatnot, which we are gonna, I mean, last week we did the editing PC, or Sunday we did the editing PC, which was nice. I am going to be doing a lot of restock builds on Thirsty Thursday, but I keep fan splitters on deck. It's a must. I do too, just not in my house. Well, actually, that's technically wrong. I have 3 fan hubs in my house, like 5-port fan hubs that I do keep for Thirsty Thursday, but I don't want to waste a 5-port on this build. So. You don't mention the thermal paste. Yep. Maybe I did. Maybe I just start to incorporate the thermal paste in the cost breakdown. Apparently that's what the people want. Windows 10 or 11 for gaming, says Beast Mode over on YouTube. So I have never been one of those type of people who like stays on the older version forever. Like, I'm the type of person that prefers jumping on the new stuff, knowing that like things could go wrong, but like the benefit of me like learning something new ahead of everybody else, and just the fun aspect of it, like that's more important for me. Windows 11 has been out for several years now, and it's not like Windows 11 is like completely like just falling apart right now like it was when it first launched, but that's like every operating system. We are still having some problems with Windows 11 though, which is kind of weird. My recommendation would probably still be Windows 11, just because I think it's like boomer mindset to be like, oh yeah, I'm still on Windows 10. It's like, bro, like Windows 11's been out for a really long time. It's not like Windows 11 is like groundbreaking, like screech to a halt, like your PC doesn't work. It's just there are some issues still, which is kind of weird. But I think I would still recommend Windows 11. Anybody disagree with that? Anybody like just very has anybody like actually like daily drove Windows 11 for a really long time and then chose to like go back to Windows 10 or recommend people to stay on Windows 10? I don't really think that happens too often. Fraggin' Randy with the Twitch Prime sub. Come back for 8 months in a row, or not in a row, but 8 months. Thank you very much, Fraggin' Randy. How you doing, man? Good to see you back in here. Let's go. Every time they push an update, it breaks something, says Fraggin' Randy. See, I don't really agree with that. I don't see that. I go 10, then later you can get 11 for free. Do they still offer free upgrades? Is that still a thing? I actually don't know. I thought they put a timeline on that. Am I wrong? Zach, you ever drink olive oil? That's what I'm doing. Why do I read that shit? But like, I even read that one before I read it out loud. Why don't I say that stuff out loud? No, I did start cooking my huevos in the morning with olive oil instead of like Pam spray. And I actually didn't know this, but like the taste is actually way different. And I kind of liked it, but I don't want all the extra fat and calories, so I won't be continuing that. But I was pretty intrigued at the different taste in my huevos in the morning. But no, I don't just drink olive oil. Extra virgin, just like me. Good for you, man. Windows 11 bricked my laptop's battery. I'm just gonna stop you right there. There's no way that happened. Wait, Zeno said that? Hold on, let me read this. Hold on. Zeno is a respected member of our community. He wouldn't just say some nonsense like that. Windows 11 bricked my laptop's battery and messed up the battery charge settings. Surprise, surprise, downgrading back to Windows 10 fixed the issue. Okay, I believe that. I believe that. When I just read Windows 11 bricked my battery, it's like, come on, that's not true. I believe that, though. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like an actual issue, and an operating system is certainly capable of messing up your charging settings to the point where it could affect it. Yeah, that makes sense. It's probably like a super niche or actually, I have no idea. I shouldn't even say that. It might be a super niche to like your model or your battery or some type specifically to that laptop, but I don't know. It very well could be a huge issue. I don't know. I haven't seen the issue with any of my laptops. I've seen a lot of variation with Windows 11 on benchmarks. I don't know about that either. seen variation from Windows 10 to Windows 11 because of like the CPU, like Intel 12th and 13th gen. That was a big thing when Windows 11 first came out, but I don't know about variation within Windows 11. Here's our GPU, by the way. Super clean XFX RX 6600. Really like this card. Super clean. I just wanted to see where the tabs were for our cable comes. Painful to Tempity says, in my opinion, if you're actually into tech and a PC enthusiast, then the only way to do it is bite the bullet and jump to the newest operating system when it comes out, especially if you work for an IT job. I literally couldn't say it better than myself. That's 100% literally exactly what goes through my mind. Yep, 100%. Xena says, I'm running 10 as long as I can. At least the Windows 11 is actually finished. It was an HP Pavilion gaming laptop, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I believe you. I believe you. That very well sounds like a bug that an operating system could have, for sure. Do you think I should sell on Facebook Marketplace? I also filmed a video about that today, too. A YouTube short about that. Yes, I do think you should sell on Facebook Marketplace. Here's the thing. I know it's like, I mean, you guys know I love Java. If you don't know anything about Java, Java.gg is an online marketplace, like a Mercari and eBay or whatever, but it's specifically for gamers, by gamers. It's very tailored towards gaming computers, pre-built, and PC hardware. It's a really good spot to find good deals and sell your PCs and whatnot. But the problem that I've seen over the last year, because Java is like very well like a part of our culture these days. Like anyone that's like consistently buying and selling and flipping PCs and whatnot, like you've heard of Java at this point, you're probably on it. The problem though, and this isn't specific to like Java, just it's specific to the impact that Java has had on our community, is people are forgetting that you have to hustle to run a business. And like in the early days, a lot of sellers were having good results, easy results, I should say, on Java. It was a new marketplace. There wasn't a lot of competition, and you could sell builds really fast. And it's become like the default place for a lot of sellers to try to sell their gaming PCs. But because Java is getting more and more popular and it's growing every single day, there are some incredibly talented PC builders and PC sellers on Java that like your competition to sell your build. Like I would honestly consider every single sole build on Java as a huge success. It happens all the time, but like the fact that somebody chose your build out of the hundreds of other builds on Java is a big deal. Like there's a lot of competition, and like there's a lot of competition that you're going to be facing when it comes to price to performance, aesthetics to price, or whatever, however else you want to say it, your photo taking skills, your customer service, the way you even write your build postings, like there's so many sellers that are completely dialed in on all of those categories. Like some of the sellers on Java are like, they look like professional photographers. A lot of them like look like builds that I'm doing, like that with like very aesthetically minded, you know, like there's a lot of really good options on Java. But what I'm seeing from the comments that I read over the last year is people are thinking that like the PC flipping industry is like dying down, or like people are thinking that like it's just become tough to sell PCs these days. It's like, it's not. You just gotta hustle. Like you're forgetting about selling locally on PC, on Facebook Marketplace, which is the point that I'm trying to tie into. Is yes, you absolutely should still be selling on local marketplaces. Like I think Facebook Marketplace is the best one. And before we started our business or our website selling the PCs, we were exclusively selling every build that I built on this stream and in the YouTube videos. We were only ever selling it on locally on places like Facebook Marketplace, Letgo, and OfferUp. So yes, you absolutely should still be doing that. You can't just rely on one website. All right, I gotta go pee. That was a lot. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you very much for tuning into this PC building live stream. The power supply prep is done, like I just said. The motherboard prep, in case if you missed it, that is fully done. So the next thing we're going to do is get out our case and start actually installing components and putting these Legos together. But I will be right back. I gotta pee, and I'm gonna grab another beer. This is a 2-beer night. So if you guys are also sipping, now would be the time to refresh it. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're back. Let's do this. Where's my music? Oh, there we go. Man needs a fridge and a porta potty in his basement? I know, man. I really messed up. We're gonna do beer number 2 today. Is this our first second beer day? Second beer stream of the year. Let's go. 7%. Probably not a great idea. I'll probably regret that one, but in the moment, feels like the play. I've been lurking for a bit. Shout out to all the lurkers. Can we get a 6 in the chat if you haven't said anything the entire night, but you've been tuned in? Let me see a 6 for the lurkers, if there are any. That would be much appreciated. Porta potty crazy? Yeah, I don't think we can do that. We do have a bathroom down here, but it's cemented up. It's called a Pittsburgh potty. Zach, what is good PC flipping profit? Oof. It all depends on how much you look at all those 6s. Let's go. Thank you, lurkers. First time chatters too. Welcome. It's perfectly fine that you lurk. I have no problem with that. I just like to know that there are lurkers. Cemented bathroom. Yeah, in Pittsburgh, I don't know why, but there's a lot of basements that had bathrooms in their homes, but over the years they just like cemented them up, and now it's just like a closet. But they call them the Pittsburgh potties. They have like a saloon, like barn door type things on them. We have one in our basement. But yeah, you can't. There's no toilet or anything, unfortunately. Poop on the lawn? No, I never did that before. We pee in our lawn. I pee in my lawn a lot. I'm definitely a pee in the lawn kind of guy, for sure. All right. For our case here, we got this deep, cool CH370. Oh, sorry, I wanted to answer that question about the profit. It all depends on how much you want to get paid. Like, how much is a build worth your time? If I was just starting out and I didn't have like an audience or like any sort of reputation locally or online or anything, well, honestly, it depends on how ambitious you are. Like, my mentality is I would build PCs for free. I would literally just buy all of the parts necessary, add up tax and shipping and all of those costs, build the PC, take a lot of photos of it, and I would just sell, like if I had a job and I wasn't like starving, I would just sell the PCs for the cost of the parts. That way you know that it's going to sell. It'll sell very quickly. Like people, it's not difficult to quickly see if you're selling a PC at a really good price. If you just sold that entire PC for MSRP, then you would be able to go through a lot of PCs in like a couple of months. And then that builds experience with a lot of parts and a lot of people who like aren't treating it as a real business and like they just want to like play around with PC parts. It gives you an excuse to just try all of the new parts out, you know, get your hands on the new stuff, you know, play around with it, benchmark it, and just have fun. Like, just have fun buying PC parts that aren't like for yourself and whatnot, and just don't even focus on profit. That's what I would do, you know. And then you're also like building up not just your experience but your resume. Like, you can start to create you can start to gather customer reviews about how awesome your build was. You can start to create a photo library, like a collage of all the PCs that you've ever built before, and you can really just like build up your reputation and like your social presence and everything with just that. And then you can start worrying about profit. And like, I would say once you're at the phase, whenever that phase is for you, of you want to start making a profit, you know, I would probably start at $75 to $100 more than the total cost of the parts. Like, your bottom line profit after shipping and supplies and whatever else you needed to buy, I would probably start at like $75 to $100 profit. Like, I wouldn't take less than that. Like, once you do care about the profit. Oh wow, I messed that up. I forgot to get the screws out, but I can just use the screws are still in the bottom of the case, but I can just use these. And then after that, that's when you can start getting to the higher profit margins after that, because then you'll eventually get to the point when you have brand or you have reputation, you know, you have some loyalty, then you can start charging even more because people want to buy directly from you. And like, that's the reason why like ZTT Builds is very successful, because we aren't selling to people who were like on the border of like, I could build that for myself for so much cheaper. It's just like, no, we're selling to people that like have heard of ZTT before, and they either just want to support, or they don't want to have to do a ton of research, and it's just like, okay, I've been watching this dude for a couple years, he's earned at least some of my respect, I'm just gonna buy from him. And it's just an easier decision for them. Those are the type of people we sell to, but those are the type of people that are willing to pay more. And that's why like this build here, which is pretty cheap, sells for close to $250 more than the parts. Now, $250 isn't our bottom line profit because I pay for employees and shipping supplies and an office space and all of that, you know, it's definitely not our bottom line margin, but we're selling builds for like $250, $300, $400 more than the cost of the parts. And it's just because of brand. Sorry, bald spot. I gotta tune that angle. How to apply to be a mod? Well, you don't apply to be a mod. Again, you same concept. You establish brand and reputation, and eventually you just become a mod. Nobody that's a mod has ever applied to become a mod. Painful to Tempity says, hydrate and shout out. Shout out? We haven't done a shout out in a while. Who's calling for a shout out right now? I don't even know how to find this. Where is it? Where's the shout outs? Shout out. Shout out from Honey Butter says, shout out Mark. Wait, Mark, is that your second Twitch account? Yeah, that's got to be a troll account there. Honey Butter says, shout out Mark. That can't be real. Menace with the $2 super chat over on YouTube says, Zach, say... I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to say it. Shauner says, can confirm I didn't ask for this. Yeah, nobody in the history of ZTT mods has ever asked to become a ZTT mod. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, Menace. But thank you for your $2 dono. Much appreciated. Hey, man, I have a YouTube channel, and I'm interested in doing... I don't know what that is either. Okay, I'm just going to stick to what I do know, and that's building. And that's debatable as well. All right, motherboard is secure in there. Now I'm going to get out the accessories, which I should have done a while ago. Would a 13700K and a 3080 Ti be a good photo editing and VR games? Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure. That was an easy one. I don't even have anything to add to it. Yes, it would be good. Is the Ryzen 3 1200 still good? No, it's not. I wish it was, man. I actually overwelcomed. I don't know if Sam, I don't know if A, you're still here, or B, you remember this, but I overstayed my welcome of the Ryzen 3 1200. I held on to that one a little bit longer than you should have. Like, I made a questionable video on it. How long ago was that? Probably, maybe early last year. Maybe early last year. Early 2022, possibly late 2021 would be my guess. And I made a video with the 1200, like trying to make an ultra budget build. And the Ryzen 3 1200 stuttered in games a lot. It was not as good as I thought it would be. You know, like, it was just too slow. Too slow for modern titles that are difficult to run. And then, like, the easier to run esport titles, like a CSGO or like a Valorant or whatnot, those are the games that you definitely don't want stuttering. So, like, it still doesn't even really work for that. So, yeah, no, I actually would not recommend the 12100. And again, like, how much cheaper can you get a 1200 versus a 1600 AF? Probably not even, like, on average $1 cheaper. Like, you can probably find it for the exact same price. But then, like, you talk about, like, the 3600. If you can get the 3600 for 50 to 60 bucks on the used market, which you can, then it's like, what other CPU below that even matters? Like, are you really trying to buy a $30 CPU? If you are, then I would question, like, if you're actually considering buying a $30 CPU, I think your most important question would be, how can I get 20 or 30 extra bucks to buy the 3600? You know, I know you can always spend more money to get more performance, but at that level, it's like, you probably should, you know. Get the 12100F new for 90. I mean, that's a good play. Like I said, I think the 12100F is probably the best brand new budget CPU. The only other one I would honestly consider is the 13100F, but you can make a play for either one. Most people are probably going to go with the 12, though. 2600 is maybe $40. I got a 3600 for 60 the other day. Yeah, that sounds about right. Painful Tempedes. One more shout out. After this, anyone else can wait. What's a shout out? Shout out from David. Said, hey, been watching on YouTube since about 3 weeks. Love from Canada. That's what's up, man. Thank you very much. And thank you for the reminder, Painful. Much appreciated. I gotta start looking over here. That's where my shout outs are. Or any of the point stuff. Jam with the Tempity says, can I not become a ZTT mod? Correct. You cannot become a ZTT mod. At least not yet. At least not yet. All right, where are we at? I got my HD audio plugged in. We got our USB 3.0 plugged in. Now I'm going to plug in our cases, tiny connectors. Power button, reset switch, HDD light. You know, plug those in real quick. If my fingers work today. There we go. Okay. Those are plugged in. Painful to note, but he says, I essentially pay to mod. I mean, you do, but you don't have to. Like, I would look out for your messages. Like, I would say I don't miss too many of Sean or Mark's messages. Now, spending 10 biddies guarantees that I won't miss your message. It is a good strategy. I will not miss that. But I do a pretty good job of making sure I don't miss mod messages as well. Here, Sean or Mark, I think those are the only other two mods in attendance today. What percentage of messages do you think I respond to that when you're not donating bits? What do you think? It might be lower than what I think it is, but what do you think my percentage is at for you guys? I'm very curious. I feel like it's like 80 or 90. 5. I feel like it's close to. I would say realistically 70 to 80. That's probably where we're at. How hard is cable managing a PC? Oh, Mark said 75 and Shauna said 70. Okay, yeah, we're right there. See? That's not bad. That may be a bit high. Yeah, I think we're at like 70. That's not bad. 2.1% for non-subs. What's sad is we're probably at 2.1% for YouTube chat, unfortunately. But like, it's not without trying. Because, like, most of the time, I mean, I by default read the Twitch chat. I don't let too many interesting things slip by in the Twitch chat. For YouTube chat, though, like, I look at it just as much as I do Twitch chat, probably. But there's so many messages on YouTube chat that are just, what parts should I buy? What's the best for this budget? It's just, like, real, like, tactical level PC building help questions, and like, I mean, obviously I answer some of them, but like sometimes it's a little tiring. Like the Twitch chat tends to be a little bit more conversational. How did I do this last time? How did I do this last time? Oh boy. I think I bundled up everything over here. Okay, we'll do that. So somebody said, yeah, can you just like get Menace out of here? Just a straight up ban would do. Like I usually don't get annoyed, but like when other people are saying for him to stop, like just get him out, por favor, thank you. Going back to the cable management question, it's as difficult as you want it to be. You've probably never heard me say cable management is hard, and I'm bad at cable managing. And the reason why I don't say it's hard is because I don't really care about it. Now, when I'm doing a customer build like this one, I do spend extra time than I normally would on it, but not to the point that I know some of you take it. I am actually not like great at cable management. Like, I'm aware of that. But I still don't consider it hard. It's just not something that I focus on, you know? So, like, if you are going at it with the mindset of you want it to look super, super clean and like you don't think you'll ever unplug anything ever, and you want to like take pictures of it and brag about your cable management, then you might consider it hard, or you probably consider it more difficult than I would, you know, because it is difficult to do that. But it's really just about your goals. But what I do here, if you haven't seen me build a PC, is I always start zip tying and cable managing before I even get the power supply in there. Just with that HD audio cable, the USB 2.0, 3.0 cables and whatnot. I always just start to at least like make it somewhat organized. That way, whenever the power supply does come in with all my cable extensions, it doesn't look awful. But my goal with cable management is not for prettiness and taking pictures. It is for the functional aspect of I want to secure the PC as much as I possibly can during transit to a customer. So I just like really focus on making sure these cables are tied down so that nothing will become loose during transit. That's my ultimate priority. It is not for like picture taking reasons. I really just don't want anything to happen to the PC. But yeah, that's where we're at. Painful gift out tier 1 sub to, I can't read that, it's too far away. Sub, soup, sub, Sal. Thank you, Painful, much appreciated. Gift out tier 1 sub. Is the Ryzen 3 2200 okay, or should I upgrade it? I wouldn't buy it. We're not at the point where we would buy that anymore. If you have it, then only you can decide if it's good enough or not. An upgrade would do you a lot of good, though. But I would not try to target that CPU. Zach, how much do you pay mods because I want to become one? A ridiculous amount of money. Life-changing money, they say. Alright, let's put in this power supply. No, I don't pay my mods anything. Our mods do this out of the courtesy of their crazy hearts. And again, like every single mod here was doing some form of modding before they became an official mod. Like all of them were fully entrenched in the community already, trying to make the community a better place. And it just like kind of like naturally happens. Like the title mod is just like actually giving them the command ability to do what they were already doing. I don't think any one of them ever had the intention of becoming a mod, to be honest. We got some pretty good care packages and a PC for me. Yeah, Mark did get a nice PC. But that didn't really have anything to do with him being a mod. But I did ship a PC up to Canada for Mark last year, I think it was. We made a video about it. How much money would you recommend I spend on a motherboard for a 10400F? It's a good question. Less than 100. Less than 100. We bought several of those Z490 MSI boards, the A Pros, that went on sale on Woot for $50. Oh, and put the camera on me. Oh, I was so mad. So if you've watched my videos, you've heard this before, but Woot had some banger Z490 motherboard deals on two separate occasions. The Z490 A Pro ATXs for $50. And both times it happened, I bought two of them. They just did another really good motherboard drop like 2 nights ago. 2 or 3 nights ago. And it was for a $60 motherboard. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like equally like, oh my god, I gotta buy this. But they sold out. They sold out very quickly by the time I got pinged on Discord. But yeah, definitely less than $100. So, I mean, I would try to target like 70, somewhere around there. Like that would be ideal. 10400F. I would personally try to target like B460. I would, like, you don't really need Z490. I would probably just try and get a budget B460, but would you recommend the ARC A750? What's the price of them these days? What are they sitting at? Let's look it up right now. No, somebody else look it up, please. I gotta build this PC. What's the actual price out in the wild of an A750 right now? Is it at like 250? Or is it cheaper? Is it on sale? Like, what's the realistic price of it? Before we talk about pricing, as far as just daily driving Intel, which just for source sake, I got an A750 right here. I daily drove this graphics card for months, and it has literally only gotten better and better and better. It is like we've never seen that type of improvement, or we haven't since I've become a creator. Like 240? Yeah, 240. Okay. 220 on Amazon? 220 on Amazon is like really ridiculous. I mean, if you're at 220 to 240, your realistic debates about getting something else are a 6600 XT or maybe a 6650 XT. 6650 XTs are like 250, a little bit higher. Or a used like RTX 3060. Between all of those, it's debatable, man. Like, it goes back to like the whole Windows 11 versus Windows 10 thing. As an enthusiast, someone who wants to try new tech, somebody that wants to like say like, oh yeah, I had this card one day. You know, like, I think the A750 is the play, honestly. As in terms of price to performance, FPS per dollar, if that is all you care about, then one of the AMD cards that I just said is probably your best bet. But in terms of like fun, uniqueness, testing out like latest gen or first gen products, like there's not many sacrifices that you're making with Intel GPUs anymore. They're good. They're good and they're getting better. Like they're not abandoning this project at all. They're here for the long run. Everything they've done indicates that like they're here to stay, you know, and their second generation Battle Mage or whatever it's called, like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and they know pricing. They know actually like what's worth it and what's not, and they're basing their pricing off of the current market performance, which like Nvidia doesn't do anymore. So I mean, I do like the A750. I do like it, but like for a customer, for a consulting order, like if I had a consulting order come through for a build that I was thinking about, a 6600 XT, 6600, 6650 XT versus an A750, I'm most likely just going to tell them to go the AMD route. But like, again, it all depends on who you are as a person, I guess. People at Tempany says Intel A580 will be 180. If it is, that will, oh my God. Oh, I got goosebumps thinking about it. If the A580 actually comes in at 180 MSRP, it will completely, like, it will be the start of domination. Is what I would say, honestly. Because if it does come in at 180, which is like what we're all like, realistically, I think it's gonna come in at like 210. which is still decent, but like I really think it's going to come into like 200, 210. But if it does come in at 180, it's just like it's not about just that one card coming in at 180. It's about Intel actually like giving us what we want. and actually basing pricing off of current market value of other manufacturer or other brands. And it's like, oh my God, like it'll be like somebody in this industry is actually paying attention if it comes in at 180. We can only hope, but if it does, I think not only will the 180 cause price drops of everything else around that price range, like they have to, but I also think it's much bigger than just that one card. I think it's like, oh my God, Intel is going to dominate GPUs. Like it's going to be wild. The Arc A750 is 210 though. Not the MSRP is not 210 though. You might find it out and about for 210, but the MSRP is not 210. The reason why you might see it for 210 is because of like third-party sellers and whatnot, and the fact that the card's been out for over a year now. A brand new card. I mean, I'm not an optimist, but I would say it's going to come out at 200 to 210. But I really do hope it's like 180. That would be amazing. That would be so fun. It would be legit fun. Painful. Oh, I missed that one. Sorry. Painful Tempity says next time you have to send a PC to Canada, just make Sam walk it here and vlog it. It's not a bad idea, honestly. I paid so much money for that shipping. Oh my God. Hi Zach, I'm planning on upgrading my GPU and I have a 10400F. What would a good GPU that can still run PCVR with decently PCVR? Like virtual reality PCVR? Is that what we're talking? With decently high FPS? 10400F? I mean, you can compare that with like some. I hate when people ask those questions because, like, are you comfortable buying new or used? It really changes the answer. New or used? Why is my chat? Oh my God, we're not going to deal with the chat scrolling issues again, are we? Please not. New or used? Okay, we're almost done here. We're actually like making some good progress. Right now, I'm just going to plug in the 3-pin ARGB for our CPU cooler. That's plugged in. Just hiding the cable here. I know you can't really see it, or you definitely can't see it, but just hiding the cable a little bit. Bada bing, bada boom. We have our 24-pin plugged in. Boom. Got our 8-pin for the CPU plugged in. I'm going to route up the 8-pin we need for the 6+2 for the graphics card, and then we can just start hiding a bunch of cables. What kind of brew are you drinking? It's a good question. I haven't talked about it since I first poured it for the rest of this. Today we have New Trail Brewing, Broken Heels, Hazy IPA. It's really good. We actually had this, my wife actually went out and bought this for us the night before we went camping, because it's like New Trail. It's like kind of like hiking, camping type thing. And so we were like just getting in the vibes, and we're like, oh my God, this is amazing. And this is our first time having it since that camping trip. I really like it. It's really good. 7%. A little strong. Not strong for an IPA, but still a little strong. All right. So, like I said, we don't have the fan header, so we're just gonna like let those cables kind of like freely roam over there. Oh, you can't even see it. My bad. Sean Tempity says, tasting notes? You know, like off the top of my head, like a lush, let me think about it. like a lush Citra is kind of how I would describe it. There's also some, like, what am I looking for here? I would describe it as rich pine. Yeah, rich pine is how, like, lush Citra and rich pine, you know. But I mean, I have a pretty elaborate palate when it comes to beer tasting, so like some people might just taste like IPA. Zach, do you use a GPU bracket for 3-fan GPUs? Not every time, but I like when we do. Some, like, honestly, one of the new cards that Sam and I have been talking about, it's not new, but it's new to our studio, is the XFX 3-fan model graphics cards. And it's a very weird form factor. It's the 309, I think. What is this one? This one's the 210. I think it's called the Swift 309. It's not new. Like, some of you might have used this 100 times. But the Swift 309 is a 3-fan card, but it's like really, really thin. So it doesn't weigh down on the PCIe bracket or slot. And it's definitely not sagging. And it looks really clean. Like, it's clean and minimal, and I really, really like it. It's not Swift, it's SWFT. Do people not call it Swift? Am I? Oh my God, is that a Zach thing? Wait, no. People do say Swift though, right? I know it's not called Swift. I know it's SW. Do people say Swift though? That's not just me, right? I'm not the only one that says Swift, is it? Am I? Everyone's got to say Swift. We do say Swift. Okay, got it. Yeah, I'm aware that it's not SWIFT. Why are you trying to call me out like that, Mark? I'm aware. I call it SWFT. Do you really? I would consider that wrong. It's Swift. I don't even know what SWFT is. It's just the model line, product line of some XFX cards. I think there's only two, honestly. I think there's the Swift 209 and or 309 and the 210. I say Swift. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Can I get a free PC? Oh, sorry, you're not watching this at all. Painful Activity says, want to tell me what you think about the ban evader thing? Yeah, not a fan at all. Sorry. Can you give me the quick rundown of what that is? I've seen 2 or 3 messages that are tagged as, oh, likely a ban evader. So that means they possibly got banned. They're not saying anything bad now, but they possibly got banned, and Twitch's algorithm is thinking that it's an alt account. Oh, geez, I don't know, man. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? I'm not sure if we should take that seriously or not. From what I've seen so far tonight, everyone that's popped up as a possible ban evader has like been productive, and they haven't said anything bad at all. But I don't know. It says the account is new. Yeah, I was noticing that too. I don't know. I gotta research that. I'm in the dark. Jay with the 60 biddies. 60 biddies. That's a weird thing to say. 60 biddies. City biddies. There we go. Okay, now I'm tracking. Jay with the city biddies says, all right, Zach, I'm trying to put the baby to bed and get myself to bed. Work at 5 a.m. sucks. Good night. Have a good rest of the stream. Thanks for being here the whole night, man. Much appreciated. Thanks for all the biddies. Have a good night. Hopefully that baby sleeps. It says that to a lot of new accounts. Okay. Zach, have you ever considered starting an ARC server? I would be grinding that every day and bring my friends along. It's funny you say that because like at the beginning of the stream, oh my god, I'm not showing you guys what I'm doing. At the beginning of the stream, I was talking about my like current gaming phases and everything that I'm going through. And I have been thinking, not about Ark specifically, but I have been thinking like, man, I've had the itch for like a ZTT community game server. If you guys are new, like this isn't new to us. We've done multiple Minecraft servers, ZTT community based. We've even done an exclusive only Minecraft server, just the Twitch subs and YouTube members. We've done a Valheim server. Is that it? Valheim and Minecraft? I think that's all we've done. No. I think there's one more. No. Minecraft and Valheim. And I've actually been thinking, like, now that like I'm back to streaming and everything, I am kind of feeling the ZTT community game server. Valheim was fun. Yeah, we played Forza all the time, but we didn't have like a dedicated Forza server or anything. I am kind of in the mood for that. Yeah, the Valheim server was nice. The Valheim server was really fun. I really liked those streams. That was fun. Because like Minecraft, like I know probably more people, I definitely know more people enjoyed the Minecraft server. But like I have never played Minecraft outside of a ZTT server. So like I don't know anything about it. Complete visual overhauls plus new critters. It's Ark. Okay, you're talking about Ark. Ark is actually getting a remaster release in October. I actually, like, before I started the ZTT channel, I was playing Ark. Ark was my #1 played game on Steam for years. I had a huge Ark kick before I had a YouTube channel, and oh my god, oh my god. Oh, that like hurts thinking about that, man. Not hurts, but like, oh, that's such like a deep memory. Like, I mean, thinking about my life before I was running a business, just like the ability to play games whenever I wanted to, like that was a whole different like Zach. That was a whole different life. Before running a business, especially before kids. But like, Ark was probably my last like game that I played before, like played in depth, put a lot of hours into it before I had a business, like I said. And it was like, man, just thinking about how like simple life was. It was also very difficult for me. I don't mean to go on a rant here, but my life was very difficult for mentally before running a business, because I wanted to like run a business or like be an entrepreneur like so bad before I was. And I never, like, as a young adult and a teenager, like, I never knew, like, what I wanted to run a business for, so it was, like, always really stressful for me. but yeah, Ark hits hard. I used to love that game. Hey, Zach, just built my PC with 3070 Ti and an 11700F. Is it a good pair? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. We don't see a ton of 11th gen Intel builds in general anymore. But yeah, that'll work. It's a good build. I'm gonna go to bed soon. Nice lurking. Thanks for lurking, man. Much appreciated. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. What game have you guys sunk the most amount of hours into? If I did an audit on your Steam accounts and pretend I can audit your Epic accounts and Battle.net accounts and everything, what game do you guys think you have the most amount of hours on? Assassin's Creed, GTA 5, Ark easy. So we had a discussion literally today in the office about where to place this one single fan. And what we've come up with is we're going to place it like halfway. Let me show you on this camera. We're only doing one fan. I think the most optimal way is like right here, where half of it is going straight to the CPU and half of it's going to go to the GPU. So it's not like perfectly centered here, which might throw off some like OCD. But I think performance-wise, not like it's going to make a big deal at all. But I think the best one is to split the difference between the CPU and the GPU. At least that's what my little brain thinks. Portal and Warzone, Forza, Fortnite, Minecraft, Valorant, CSGO, Rocket League, wow. The new Modern Warfare, really? Really, Shoner? The new Modern Warfare is the game that you have the most amount of hours into? Wow. What do we have here? Nasty Boy gifting out 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Let's go. Thank you very much, Nasty Boy. Thank you for being here literally all night as well. Much appreciated. Guys, if you just got a free gifted sub of from Nasty Boy, please, before you do anything, just say thank you. I mean, that's a big deal. He just got you into the exclusives. But second of all, please take advantage of your membership by linking your Twitch account with your Discord account and joining us in the exclamation point Discord server. And if you successfully link your accounts, then you'll get access to the exclusive section of the Discord server as well. We would love to have you over there. In the exclusive section, honestly, the biggest selling point is just our exclusive community. It's like-minded PC builders. We got a lot of like experienced PC flippers in there. It's just like a fun play. It's like our exclusive section is like a group chat. It's like we don't, like, people don't go in the exclusives and say like, hey, what GPU should I pair with this CPU? Like, we don't do that. Like, it's like a group chat. Everyone knows that everyone in there is into PC building and whatnot, but it's still like we talk about life and we check in, we say good morning, and like it's just a fun place to be. It's a real fun small knit community. But we also have some other benefits like the exclusive marketplace if you want to buy and sell stuff. You know, you get early access to the website drops and all that. But yeah, please take advantage of Nasty Boy. Thank you very much again. Take advantage of that Twitch sub for sure. Sam with the 10, but he says, I may or may not have close to 2,000 hours in Apex Legends on PC and PS4 combined. I mean, that's okay with me. I like that you're experienced in a game that I can rely on you for good headshotting clips for our videos. Is the Ryzen 5 3600 and a 2070 Super a good combo? Yeah, it is. That'll work. When the 3600 came out, back during that GPU time frame, it could hang with literally pretty much any graphics card at that time. So yeah, it's a good combo. I mean, the 2070 Super is, like, if you already have it, it's a good GPU. I wouldn't personally try to target the 2070 Super, but like that combo together, yeah, that'll work. It's good. What cooler do you have on your personal PC? It's an NZXT 360 AIO, not the LCD screen. It's the one that says just NZXT on it. My personal builds are never like crafted by just my thoughts. It's always like leftover parts. This is what the build's looking like, by the way. Cable management, actually looking pretty decent. Wow, that actually is looking pretty decent. And this is what the front's looking like. We got the front fan installed. Almost done here. I'm just going to install this GPU. My personal builds ever since I had a YouTube channel is mostly just... All right, let me take a look at this bracket, though. I know I messed this up last time. Okay, so it does... Yeah, I was right. This is how I did it last time. You guys are crazy. That's exactly how I did last time. Some people were saying I was wrong. My personal builds are usually just like leftover parts from a project, or the personal build itself was like a sponsored video, like my previous ITX build that I had for a couple years. This one is a combination of, like, NZXT sent me like literally everything in there. The case, motherboard, AIO, the power supply until it failed, the extra fans, you know. NVIDIA sent me that 3080. Corsair sent me the RAM and the power supply that's in there now. Unfortunately, my personal builds are never, like, just with the amount of parts that we get for ZTT, the business, like, it's a difficult purchase for me to, like, just go out and say, okay, I'm just going to craft a $2,500, $3,000 build, like, out of nowhere. Like, it makes much more financial sense for me to just use the spare parts that we have. But it does kind of limit me creatively a little bit. Painful Intensity says, why do you have the Dominator RGB off? It's actually weird. I still have yet to... I have not installed Corsair iQ on this PC at all. I don't know, like, really why. It's, like, not really an issue. But I haven't installed iQ at all. And sometimes it turns on to white, which is the default on the sticks themselves, which I set from a previous PC. But some reboots, it just doesn't turn on at all. I don't know. It's really weird. It's definitely user error, though. Like, if I would just install iQ, it would be perfectly fine. But I haven't installed iQ yet. I think it's more so for... Because this PC is also my streaming PC. I don't use this PC for anything other than streaming and gaming. So, like, realistically, it probably gets used for, like, 3 hours of stream. If I do one stream per week, 3 hours. I probably game on this thing for, like, 3 hours a week, I would say. So it only gets used for, like, 6 hours a week or so. And I try to limit the amount of software that goes into it because it's my streaming PC. So if I can get away without installing RGB software, I'm going to do it. Painful, another 10 minutes says signal RGB and you're good. Yeah, that could work. How much is the white PC behind you? I have no idea. I don't think I spent $1 on it. I bought the capture card. And the cable extensions. That's it. I didn't pay for anything other than the capture card and the cable extensions. 12700K, 64 gigs of RAM, 3080, whatever that H7 Elite, I think. NZXT cases, H7 Elite, something. AIO, I mean, I don't know. Whatever that would cost. Probably in the neighborhood of like 1700 maybe, somewhere around there. That would be my guess. I have no idea. The Nugget with the Fitty Bitties. Welcome to the Fitty Bitty Committee. That's a very late Fitty Bitty Committee entry, but that's okay. I'm trying to put together a low-power media server build. And now we're talking. Now you got me excited. Will a 35-watt Ryzen 5 4650 GE or i9 10900T compare to a cheaper 65-watt CPU? I have no idea. I apologize if I've put on the front that, like, to the point where you think I would be able to answer that off the top of my head. Like, I have no idea. I'm sorry. I have zero clue. A 4650 GE versus a 10900T? Dude, I'm sorry. I have zero clue. Thank you for your fitty bitties. I'll refund them back if you thought that I could answer that. I have no clue, man. But I wish you the best of luck on your low profile media or low power consumption media server. I love me some home server content, but I just have no idea. I actually forgot about this. I haven't said this all night, but the CH370, it's got a built-in headphone stand. I love that. Or headset stand. That's so cool. I love that. I forgot about that. We gotta advertise that more often. We don't talk enough about that. T-SKU CPUs are business workstation OEM chips. Yeah, the T-series chips are usually tuned for less TDP than their counterpart of whatever that model name is. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's just because, like, workstation PCs typically come with inadequate airflow. So the T version, they're usually just like tuned down. I don't think the T stands for that, but they're just like tuned down a little bit. Pretty sure that's what the T version's all about, though. All right, here we go. Let's make this look a little bit more fancy because this is going to a customer here. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. I think we're almost done. Boom, 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 boom. That looks good. That looks good. This almost looks good. Just doing a little light touches on this build. I just checked and I have 100 hours in PC building Sim 2. Oh my god, really? 100 hours in PC. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Before we end the stream, while there's still some people here. Oh, wow, there's only 60 million? Well, that's not bad. Okay, anyway. What game, if you, like, I'm not saying we're doing this right away. If you had to pick a game for the ZTT community that we can run a dedicated server on, that doesn't require like 1,700 mods and map packs and icons and all sorts of nonsense that would take up way too much time that I don't have. So right off the bat, no Minecraft because of that. What game would you guys recommend that we can do a ZTT community thing on? Let me know. Sean with 10 says, my most played game is on Steam is Wallpaper Engine. Yeah, that's no surprise. That's no surprise for you. Okay, here we go. Top panel's actually looking pretty solid. Functionally, I think everything is good. The only thing that's not complete is we have our 2 fan headers here for the back fan that came pre-installed with the case and our front PWM one, but I don't have that splitter with me, so I'm literally just gonna like let them free hang here because Sam will take care of that in no time at all tomorrow. And we are going to close this. And this icebreaker, ladies and gentlemen, is complete. Let's go. Our first ever start to finish. Well, I got to turn it on first. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Hopefully, our first ever start to finish completed. But look at that, man. That was pretty good. That's a budget gaming PC pre-built. You can just buy this right now. It's available. ZTTbuilds.com. It's right there. Look, looks just like the picture. Actually, it looks very similar to the picture. Yeah, wow, that's dialed in. That was real nice. Just gotta turn it on. Boom. Do you have a NAS for your server? I have a NAS here and at the studio. Synology, I thankfully have a good relationship with Synology, and they have actually sent me a 4-bay NAS with 16 terabytes of usable storage. They sent one for here and at the studio, and I actually have them remote replicating. So whenever I add something to the NAS here at home, whoa, don't be checking out my upper thighs here. Whenever like a change is made, I'm just plugging in the power over here to the NAS here at home, it actually gets instantly replicated over to the NAS at the studio. So I have a redundant copy here in the studio for everything, which is really nice. And with the Synology software, I can easily tune the security settings and whatnot. So like my employees, they don't have access to like our home stuff, like our family photos and stuff like that. Like I have it like shared folders broken down and whatnot. But yeah, we definitely utilize NASA's. And actually recently, we also, which is really cool, like most of you probably don't care at all, but it's a huge deal for us. We started editing all of our videos directly off of a NAS with gigabit Ethernet. So with our current office setup, there's no way that we could realistically run 2.5, 5, 10 gigabit Ethernet around because like there's just too many infrastructure points that we don't have access to in our office building that we lease. So we're limited to gigabit Ethernet, but both of my Synology NASs, they actually allow for the M.2 NVMe drives as cache drives. So I put 4 in each NAS has 2 terabyte NVMe drives for cache. And now we can successfully video edit all of our projects off of the NAS directly. So we're not using any local storage anymore for ZTT, which is like super fun. It's awesome because like we were constantly like clearing drives, archiving, blah, 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 blah. Now we just have a pool of 16 terabytes that we can use. And whenever that fills up, I just archive that and it's amazing. I love it. It's so, I'm a big like server, NAS, home lab, network infrastructure nerd, and I love that we are now editing off NASs. It's so fun. Anyway, let's turn this on, see if it works. The fans aren't going to work, but other than that, this should work. Boom. There she is. Other than the fans, like I said. Not bad. Ooh. There we go. This is going to go to a customer that's been waiting for a little too long. A little too long, sorry. We're a little bit probably just a normal reboot. Yep, it'll come back up. First time reboot right there. Yeah, a little delay on all of our builds right now. Same, I love home lab stuff. Blows up. Oh, so what did people say about the game? Did you guys respond to that? I got into another rant there. Ark, Terraria, Minecraft, Valorant, Terraria, Roblox, Ark, GTA, Ark. A lot of people saying Ark. Doesn't surprise me. GTA. I don't know how to run a GTA server. I wish there were more games that utilize the concept of like a community dedicated server. Same with Tim, but he says we're down to a week-long backlog for the builds now, so it's not absolutely egregious. That's true. We're at about a week, which is really good and really difficult. So right now, if you buy a PC from us, it'll usually ship out in 1 week from when you, which is still not good. Like, I'm not like happy about it. I'm happy about how far we've come from, because it was bad. We were, ever since like we started getting slammed with orders, we've been at like, we were at like 11 or 12 days that it would take us to ship out a build, just because we had so many orders. But now we're down to like a week, and we just got a new employee today, or this week, I mean. So like that number should start to go down even further. But yeah, we've been just absolutely slammed, which is a good problem to have. Not great for the customer, but good problem to have. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thirsty Thursday in the books. What's everyone else doing? How many people are going to bed? Are you going to bed? Are you chilling? Well, I definitely need to take a shower, but I'm probably, it's 11. I'm probably going to do some Steam Deck time, man. Maybe get a game of Call of Duty in? What are you guys thinking? What's everyone's post-Thirsty Thursday plan? Thank you guys very much for being here. Much appreciated. Thank you, Zach. Love your streams. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Rust. Can we do a Rust server? That doesn't surprise me that people want that as well. I have to finish some summer work? Yikes. Discord voice chat. COD. Baldur's Gate 3. Pizza. PC building simulator. Nice. Gaming. Akira says watching football. Is the Vikings Seahawks game that I'm seeing now live? I don't know. It's on the NFL Network, so I don't know if this is from last year or if this is a live preseason game. Watching YouTube. Sean with the 10 biddies. Painful will be on COD. If you want to carry him, he's booty cheeks. I may be on. I feel like tonight's gonna be a Steam Deck night. Steam Deck, maybe for a little bit. Honestly, I'm pretty tired. But I'll probably try and play a little bit. I don't feel like my day is complete. Like no matter how busy I am, how much lack of sleep I get, my day doesn't really feel complete until I at least like play a game for 5 minutes. It's like I at least need to like give myself some 5 minutes of gaming time. You know, like I need some like closure. Like I just worked really hard, parented my face off. Let's just play a game. Just relax for a couple minutes. It's kind of where my mindset is right now. I don't like going to bed without carving in some personal time. It happens all too often, but I don't like it. Up at 5 a.m., so off to bed. I'm saving monies to flip PCs. I love your channel and Flippin' Friday videos. Love you. Thank you, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I really wish, I've said this so many times. I really wish that when I was a kid, I was into PC flipping. That seems like such a fun thing to do as like somebody in high school. Like we were flipping, to be fair, but we were flipping like couches on Craigslist. We would like go to the free section of Craigslist. This is back in like 2010, before there were TikToks telling you to do this. Back in like 2009, 2010, we were on the free section of Craigslist, picking up free couches, storing them at my house, and we would sell them. So I've been flipping for a really long time. But like, if PC flipping was like more relevant when I was in high school, oh my god, that would have been such a fun childhood. That would have been so awesome. Sean with 10 biddies. Oh no, you already said that. Shader with the Twitch Prime sub. Wow, that's a really late Twitch Prime sub. That's gonna be our last one. Our last one of the night. Thank you very much, Shader. That's what's up. You have one Twitch Prime sub and you use it on your boy? Let's go. Thank you. That means a lot. Dr. Zoomer in the house. Oh my god. He says, just finished up. Dude, Doc, it's 11 o'clock. This PC's... Chat, tell him how long this PC has been built for. I probably finished this for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half ago. I mean, I built this PC like in record time. It was super quick. I'm also on my 4th beer. Yeah, you missed a heck of a stream, Doc. Do you recommend any PC money-making jobs for a 12-year-old? What was I doing at 12? Mowing lawns was the thing. I was definitely mowing lawns at 12, for sure. It's definitely like, you just can't go wrong. People don't understand how many people say yes to a 12-year-old coming up. Like, if a 12-year-old knocked on my door literally right now at 11 a.m., I just mowed the lawn. I literally just mowed the lawn on Tuesday. I mow the lawn every Tuesday. If he can't, it's Thursday. If a 12-year-old knocked on my door right now and said, can I mow your lawn for X amount of money, I would say yes. Every single time. Like, people love seeing 12-year-olds hustle. You know? Like, even if you don't show up with a lawnmower, be like, you got a lawnmower? I'll mow your lawn. $20. People do it. There's so many people that say yes. People support young kids and work ethics. It's the thing to do. It's the only way to, like, advance humanity. You know, just go mow people's lawns. And then when it's cold out, go shovel their lawn, or shovel their driveways. It's super easy. We had a big class get-together at the state park. I thought that's a skate park at first. It's just the initiative and the grind. Yeah, like my lawn is perfectly cut right now. I would still pay for a 12-year-old to mow it if they wanted to, for sure. And it's just so they remember it, because like literally as a 31-year-old, I remember the interactions that I had having lemonade stands. Lemonade stands were my thing when I was in elementary school. How old can you be in elementary school? Somebody answer me. I remember it was in the house that I lived in when I was at elementary school. So like no older than 5th grade. What is that, like 9 or 10? I would have lemonade stands. And I still remember people's faces and the interactions of people who would like pull up to buy my 50-cent lemonade, and they would give me $5 or $10. I remember it vividly. And it's because of people like that that are trying to advance. Like, all they're doing is supporting that young initiative, that young hustle. And it, like, I'm 31 years old. I'm running a business. I have multiple employees. Like, you could very well attribute that to the people that paid me $5 and $10 running a lemonade stand when I was 9 years old. Like, it has a huge effect on people's lives. So, like, trust me, just go mow lawns or shovel snow. Like, people will pay you for sure, and it will have a big impact on your life. Charge $5 for lemonade? No, charge 50 cents for lemonade. and then wait for people to try, or better yet, give lemonade out. Here's the thing, like, young kids just have no idea how the real world works. If you, I promise, unless if you live in like an actual low income area. Oh, my watch is freaking out. If you, hold on. The wife texted me. I'll make sure everything's okay. Oh, she just said I missed a highlighted message. Thank you for looking out. She says, Paul said, hey, Zach, I recently built my first gaming PC. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much for the content. Sorry if I missed that, or sorry that I did miss that. That's awesome. That's great to hear. Thank you, Diana, for keeping tabs on us. Where was I at, though, in that story? I forget. I lost it. It's definitely the beer. There's something about making money. Oh, man, I lost it so hard. Hey, Zach, I'm going to be applying to internships soon. I'm an electrical engineer major. Right now, my list is kind of short. I kid you not. Oh, my God, this is so long when I read this. I wanted to get your thoughts in terms of what companies you've enjoyed working for the most. I joined the military out of high school. I have not worked with many companies at all. I joined joined the Air Force right out of high school. I was in the Air Force for 8 years, and then I had one real job, and then I quit to do YouTube. So I don't have experience with any of those companies. Sorry, but good luck. How can I work for the man, the myth, the legend? I don't know if you're actually talking about me, but if you are talking about me, live in Pittsburgh and provide a skill that we need. We could always use more help. Hi, I was looking for PC tutorials. I came across your stream. I was installing my motherboard when I realized the cables for the mic were too short. What? Your mic cables for the motherboard? That doesn't sound right. Which extensions would you recommend? For the mic? I'm trying to think of even what you're talking about. The HD audio? I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. I actually don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about HD audio, I have never built a PC where the HD audio cable was not long enough. Yeah, I'm kind of lost. Yeah, I don't know. Cables for the mic? What? Yeah, I'm not sure. Your wife is a legend. Thank you, says Paul. She's got you, man. She's got you covered. I mean, it was a valid highlighted message that I should not have missed. So it was a good call. Except I completely forgot what I was saying. Maybe it autocorrected for Mobo? I don't know, man. I don't know what he's saying. Magneto on YouTube, what are you saying? What cable is too short? And then after that, we have to go. We're going to answer one more question, and then we got to go. Oh, low-income neighborhoods? Yeah, that is what I was talking about. Oh, that's right. Thank you. Wow, that's super helpful. If you are too young to get a real job, which is like, what, 14, 15, or 16, depending on your state, the thing to do, the way you will make the most amount of money, if you like hosted a lemonade stand or something like that, is to make it for free. I know as a young kid, or maybe even like a pessimistic like young adult, you wouldn't agree with this, but if you put a free lemonade sign on a busy street, I promise you will make good profit. Because it's like the people that are going to be your customers, you might have a couple like young dumb high school kids come in and like take your free lemonade and that's it. But other than those people, you are going to get parents like me, people like me, that will give you $5 for a cup of lemonade. It will 100% happen, or even more. Like you can find the grandpas who come up and give you 20. Like, you will make a lot of money. In perspective, I would just do for free. Don't do the 50-cent lemonade. Just do the free lemonade. That's the thing to do. Yeah, it's HD audio. Sorry, I don't know much about PCs. The case is the HP Omen 30, and the connectors from the top where the audio jack are do not... Oh, wow, yeah. So you are talking about HD audio. I don't know. Like I said, I've literally never seen that. I'm sure there is an HD audio extension, though. Let's go to Amazon real quick, because I feel bad. I wasn't trying to make fun of you. HD audio extension. I'm sure... Yeah, right there. Yeah, just type in HD audio extension. I don't want to show my zip code, so yeah, I'm just not going to show this screen. Just type in on Amazon HD audio extensions and just get whatever length you need. HD audio extensions, that's all you need. There's not going to be a particular brand that I need. It's just going to be a copper wire. You're fine. Painful Tempanies. What is this song? It's like Zach motivational talks. We should remember this one. It's called Meteor Shower. Next time Meteor Shower comes up, I got you. ZTTTT, Zach's Tech Turf TED Talks. I like that. It's actually pretty good. HP Omen, probably an OEM case with custom, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Custom cable length for the proprietary Mobo, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. If you post free lemonade, the Mr. Beast will give you 10K, yeah. There are definitely more people that will give you more money than people that will just take advantage of the free lemonade, for sure. What are the specs of the PC? This is it right here. This is just one of our website builds. I'm just helping out Sam with this build today for shipping out one of our orders. Actually, who is this for? This is for Eric. Eric, here's your icebreaker. I doubt Eric is watching, but if he is, this is your icebreaker. If you actually take free lemonade from a kid, you are a demon or like 14 years old. Yeah. Exactly. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys very much for coming to my Zach's Tech Turf TED Talks. That was a lot of fun. But more importantly than that, thank you very much for watching this PC building live stream. Like I said at the beginning, I am going on vacation next week, so I don't like skipping Thirsty Thursday. Just when we're finally getting back into the swing of things, we have 2 successful back-to-back builds. Going real nice. This one went even smoother than the last one. But unfortunately, I am going to have to take off next week because we will be in full beach mode all of next week, which I'm like super, super looking forward to. And then right after that, we'll get right back into it. It's going to be a heavy, heavy, heavy work week after the beach week. But yeah, thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you very much for all the gifted subs and whatnot. Please stick around towards at the end of the very end of the stream. That way you can see the credits and all the people who made this stream possible. Much appreciated to all of you. Thank you to all of the lurkers who tuned in today. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, a good weekend. Hopefully you have some successful sales if you are a PC flipper. If you have any lemonade stands this weekend, please let me know. Send me a DM on Discord, and I will definitely, I'll give you a shout out if you have a successful lemonade stand this weekend. But Pantera is going to wrap things up. Pantera with his first biddies of the night. Let's go. He says, with the 10 biddies, do you tan or bum? Do you tan or Oh, it said burn. Wait, did it say burn? It says burn. I can't see it. I got to increase the magnification. That text is too small. And I'm also getting old. But yeah, have a good night, guys. See ya. Thank you, Pantera.